Hey friends, welcome to Markelly Farm. We appreciate you guys stopping by. If you're a regular subscriber of our channel, you've been waiting for this video for a while. We've had lots of requests for it. It's the video where I show a little over a week's worth of the 400 calorie meals that I use to go from 330 pounds to 230 pounds. My wife Kelly is also on this diet. She's going to be making a meal video of her own. If you are here new and you haven't seen the original diet video, I encourage you to go back and watch that first. That's going to give you all the tips, the tricks, the hacks, the reasoning, and everything behind this diet, how it works, and it'll help you understand this video much better as you watch the meals being prepared. You'll understand why I'm using this and that and not something else. So go watch that video. I'm actually going to tag that video at the end of this video. You'll see it right over here in this corner at the end of the video. We've also created a playlist with all of our diet journey videos in it. There's only going to be 2 right now, but we'll add more as we go. That's going to be linked over here in this corner at the end of this video. And then there'll be a little button right here also at the end where you can subscribe if you want to keep up with what we're doing and our progress. All you got to do is press that button right there. So let's get into these recipes. Hope you enjoy them. We'll see you at the end. Have this morning's breakfast. We have 2 eggs, 200 calories. We have leftover taco meat, 100 calories. Half an avocado, 100 calories. There's our 400 calories. And then we had some habanero salsa, some pico de gallo, and some fresh cilantro. Doesn't that look yummy? Here's another 400 calorie meal I like to have for like lunchtime. You take a carb balanced tortilla, 110 calories, half of a package of imitation crab, another 100 calories, 2 sticks of string cheese, Parmesan, or not Parmesan, but mozzarella cheese, and a half of avocado. Those are both 100 calories. So there's our 400 calorie meal. Sprinkle a little bit of everything bagel on there. You can also put lettuce, onion, tomato, whatever else you want on there, because you really don't have to count the calories on your veggies. And a really good meal, fill you up, keep you satisfied. So here's a real quick supper. I have 4 of these low-carb tortillas. They're 25 calories a piece, so that's 100 calories. I have a half of avocado divided over all 4 of these, which is another 100 calories. I went higher with the meat because I had the calories available, so I went about 150 calories worth of meat, leftover steak. And then we did onions, we did cilantro, we did some of our homemade hot sauce. Really, really good. Now, a good plan for your other half of your avocado to keep it from turning brown, put it face down in a bowl, put a little water, and that keeps the air from getting to the rest of your avocado, and it'll keep it fresh color. Now, folks, don't go crazy trying to measure your meat out. Always remember the rule of thumb about a playing card deck size of meat is about 100 calories. So since we went extra calories on the meat with this, we did 150. It would be a playing card or deck of cards plus half a deck of cards. So it's real easy to visualize. Bon appetit. So here's tonight's supper. We have a double portion of steak, 200 calories there. We've got a whole pile of broccoli because you can eat a lot of broccoli. That's probably only about 75 to 80 calories there. And then we're going to dress that with a little bit of our balsamic vinaigrette over the top of our broccoli. We can do 2 tablespoons of this for 100 calories. So that's about what we have there. So we've got just under 400 calories right there. Little horseradish, no calories there. Yum, yum, gimme some. So we're going to make chips and guacamole. Get yourself a sheet pan with some parchment. Get a 1/8 measuring cup or do 2 tablespoons. Give you 8 dollops on here on the cookie sheet. Get yourself some everything bagel seasoning. Put on top of your little piles of cottage cheese, like so. Everything bagel can be used for quite a bit of stuff. It's a good seasoning to have on hand. Now we're going to pop this in a 350-degree oven for about 30 minutes. Alright, got our cottage cheese chips out of the oven. We're going to let those cool. Okay, we got our chips made. Let's make some guacamole. Remember that avocado we put in here about 12 hours ago? Still green. So you can see our little trick works. Okay, we got our half of avocado here. Little splash of garlic salt and a little pepper, and that's all you need for the best guacamole ever. Alright, we got our guacamole made, ready to chow down. Well, it's breakfast time, folks, and we're going to do eggs and taters. Now, if you're like me and you're diabetic, you'd think potatoes would be bad for you because of the starch. But I've recently found out that potatoes are actually good for diabetics. And let's look over here. This was the most surprising things. Only 70 calories in 4 to 5 of these potatoes. So they're not bad on the calories either. So let's get this done. We're going to slice up some potatoes and we're going to do eggs and taters. We put a tablespoon of our avocado oil. You can use any good oil, olive oil, whatever. And then we've got 6 of our little potatoes, right around 100 calories. So we're at 200 calories right now. Okay, we got our potatoes going. If you wanted, you could put some bell peppers or onions in there if you wanted to add some flavors. But I don't always like doing that. My dad used to make me this dish, and we did it the pure way with just potatoes and eggs and salt and pepper. We were good to go. Alright, our potatoes have some nice color on them. So in goes 2 scrambled eggs. There's 200 more calories, so we are at our 400 now. I'm going to do a little salt. I like a couple pinches on there. And then a little pepper. And we can turn the fire off because there's plenty of heat to cook those eggs now. Give them a little stir around to cook those eggs. Just about done. Well, if you know me at all, you know we're going to use some of our homemade habanero salsa on this as well. I like to heat it up. Go bold with your flavors, folks. Make it worth eating. And this time of year, we love our fresh cilantro. So there we go, folks. Eggs and taters. Enjoy. Alright, tonight for supper we're going to put together a little lasagna using zucchini. Zucchini is very low calories. This whole medium zucchini is only 30 calories. So we sprayed our little loaf pan. We're going to lay some zucchini in here and offset it, put the white end here on this side because that one had the white end on the other side. So we're going to put some sauce in here. We're going to do about a 1/4 cup. Okay, we got our 1/4 cup of sauce in there, which is 30 calories. We're using the Prego fresh mushroom because I had it in the cupboard. You can use your home canned tomatoes and then use some herbs to bring it back up, make it taste like sauce. So now we're going to use some of our pulled pork. We're only going to use 50 calories of that. Figure a 1/2 of a deck of cards, remember. Okay, we've got half of our meat in there. So now we're going to put a 1/4 cup of cottage cheese on top of that. All right, we got our cottage cheese in there. So far, minus the zucchini, we got 50 and 50 and 30. So that's only 130 calories. So let's add another layer of zucchini here. All right, and then we're going to put another 1/4 cup of sauce on that. It's 60 calories for a 1/2 cup. So we're going to use a 1/4 cup. So we were at 130. Now we're at 160. We're going to put our other half of our meat on there, which is going to take us to 210. So on top of the meat, we're going to add our last layer of zucchini. So our total on our zucchini, we were at 210. We've got all 30 calories of our zucchini in there. So we're at 240. We're going to add another 1/4 cup of sauce, which is going to be 30, which will take us to 270. All right, we're at 270. So we got an ounce of Colby cheese, which is 100 calories. Brings us to 370. Which is right underneath our 400 calories. So this is going to get all ooey gooey and melty in there. So we're at 370. We got a little room for Parmesan. 2 teaspoons is 20 calories. So we can go right around that or a little over. That's probably only 2 teaspoons. Still got a little wiggle room. Let's get some basil and throw on top of that. Got a little bit of our dried sweet basil from the garden. So we're going to pop this in a 350-degree oven till it looks all bubbly and really good. Oh, and if you're wondering what size this loaf pan is, it looks like it's about 4 by 8. It's not like a big bread pan. It's a little smaller pan, like for banana nut bread or something. All right, there's our lasagna. Nice thing is, we can eat that whole thing. Super tasty. Now you can use any meat in this. Ground beef, ground turkey, ground chicken, whatever you got. We just had the pork, so that's what we used. Breakfast this morning, we got our 110 calorie tortilla. We got 100 calories of breakfast sausage. We got 1 egg, which is 100 calories. And we have half an avocado, which is 100 calories. Onions, salsa, cilantro, no calories on those. Super good. All right, here's our supper tonight. We've got 100 calories worth of ground beef taco meat. We've got 60 calories in our olives. We've got 100 calories in our cheese. And we've got 160 calories of our dressing, which is 50 grams. We measure it. A scale is also good to use when you're measuring your ingredients. So we're right at our 400 calories. We're not counting the onions, the tomatoes, and the lettuce. For the dressing, we're using a Dorothy Lynch, which is a Nebraska favorite. You can also use Catalina on this, but watch the calories on that. I think they make a light Catalina. Another dressing option is to use sour cream, which is only 35 calories, I believe, for 2 tablespoons, and mix that with a little salsa and pour that over the top. Makes a really good dressing. All right, it's lunchtime. I'm feeling like a salad today, although I don't look like a salad. We start out with some of our really good 50/50 organic girl greens. We love these things. We don't have any growing right now, so we've been buying that at the store. Also love onions. Can't get enough onion. Pretty much 0 calories on these vegetables. I don't even count them, and I do just fine with that. So onion overload for me, and then garden fresh tomato tomatoes probably got about the most calories of your vegetables, even though they aren't much. And then to that, we're going to add 1/8 of a cup of craisins, because I like a little sweetness to the salad. And that much right there doesn't really hurt me. And then we're going to go 1/8 of a cup of pumpkin seeds. Right there. And then 1/8 of a cup of feta cheese. Love feta cheese on a salad. I don't know if you guys got these 1/8 of a cup measuring cups, but they're really handy. Basically 2 tablespoons. And then 1/3 of a cup of chicken. Now 1/3 of a cup of chicken comes out to about 1 thigh or 2 legs, 2 drumsticks, half a breast, somewhere in there. You're about right on your calories. We'll have to break that piece up a little bit. But that's plenty of chicken for a salad. Got our protein. Now our dressing is going to be half and half olive oil and balsamic vinegar. And not all balsamic vinegars are created equal. We love this one right here. It's a 18-year balsamic vinegar. It's so amazing. I cannot even tell you how good this is. You can see their website there. This isn't sponsored. We just love this. They will mail this stuff to you. You can order it at that website. But fantastic. So about a tablespoon of olive oil is 100 calories. The vinegar is basically 0 calories. Anything with vinegar like that, 0 calories. So we mix this up in our handy dandy little mixer. So if a tablespoon of olive oil is 100 calories, this is mixed 50-50 balsamic and olive oil. We can do 2 tablespoons of this dressing, and that's 1/8 of a cup. And just an absolutely amazing dressing on that salad. And that, my friends, is the best salad you will ever eat. We got kind of a double mufa with the olive oil and the seeds. You can use nuts in here also. Walnuts are really good. Sometimes instead of the craisins, you put little pieces of apples in here. It's really good. Love it. Oh, I forgot to give you most of the calorie rundown on this. Our feta cheese for the 1/8 of a cup is 35 calories. 1/8 of a cup of craisins, 65 calories. 1/8 of a cup of the pumpkin seeds is 85 calories. You could use sunflower seeds, whatever. 100 calories in the chicken and 100 calories in our dressing. So with that, we're looking at 385 calories. We're still under our 400 calories. And that'll make up for your tomatoes and stuff like that. Salads are very versatile. You can change this salad up in so many different ways. It's crazy. You can put whatever flair you want on it. You can go the Mexican route. You can go the Asian route. You can substitute tuna with this or shrimp. Use any meat you want. You can use steak. Just limitless what you can do with a salad. That salad's definitely one you need to try. All right, folks, breakfast time. I'm going to make another 400 calorie meal. We've got 100 calories worth of olive oil in the skillet. To that, we're adding 160 calories worth of chopped corn tortillas. And we're going to fry those up. We're adding a little salt to our tortillas. So as the tortillas start getting crispy, we're going to add about 1/4 of a white onion. We'll get that going in the skillet as well. Keep turning our tortillas as they fry. cook it on like medium heat. I love this dish. Sometimes Kelly makes it for me on the weekends. Her aunt used to make it for her on occasion. We'll let that fry. So as soon as your tortillas get crispy, they soak up that oil. You want to add any green or red taco sauce, whatever your liking is. Just enough to cover it. And give that a stir. I'll let that simmer for a second. Alright, those are cooked sufficiently. So now we're going to add 100 calories worth of pepper jack cheese. So we've got 160 calories of the corn tortillas. We got 100 calories in the olive oil and 100 calories in the cheese. So that puts us at 360 calories. We'll let this cheese kind of melt on top for a second and then we'll plate it up. Now some people like egg in their chilaquiles, so if you want egg, just omit the cheese and put like 1 scrambled egg in here, and that'll be your other 100 calories. Oh, I forgot to show you, there's 0 calories in our sauce. Now to finish it off, we're going to go with 2 tablespoons. We use the light sour cream. We can't tell the difference. And only 35 calories for 2 tablespoons. So we'll put 2 tablespoons worth on our chilaquiles here. And then we will finish it off with some of our garden fresh pico de gallo that we made for supper last night that we'll keep in the fridge until we use it all up. No calories for your veggies. I don't count any calories on the veggies. And remember the rule, load up on your veggies so you really boost your meal really good. Alright folks, another wonderful meal. Really good breakfast. Really love this stuff. So yummy. You will love that. We're out auctioning today, so got to eat lunch on the go. They never have anything at these places that fit my diet, so got some of these prosciutto wrapped cheese things. They're only, let's see, 380 calories for the whole package. And then I brought some olives for my mufa. Now sometimes I'll just have a snack. Don't want to do a full-on meal. So we've got 6 Ritz crackers, which are 95 calories. Each wedge of cheese is 25 calories. And we did half a wedge on each cracker. So we have 75 calories in cheese. And then our pepper jelly that we made the other day is about 50 calories per tablespoon. And there's 3 teaspoons in a tablespoon. So we've got about 100 calories worth of jelly on here. Very yummy snack. Alright, we're doing a really quick supper, folks. We're making chicken salad. We're using up the rest of that rotisserie chicken. I've got 200 calories of chicken in here. 100 calories of olive oil mayonnaise, which is our mufa. And then we have our 110 calorie tortilla here. There's onions, there's jalapenos in there, a little bit of mustard for some tang, mustard, 0 calories, and salt and pepper. So we'll put all this on here. Normally I would put lettuce as well, but I'm out of lettuce. We got to pick up some more at the store tomorrow. So really good meal. These carb balanced tortillas are a godsend, folks. Yes, they're a little bit processed, but they're really good, and they're a good vehicle to get the food you need. Okay, folks, it's lunchtime. We're going to make us a little chili real quick. We got 1/3 of a pound of ground beef. It's about 300 calories of ground beef. To that, we're going to add about 1/4 of an onion. Not enough calories to worry about. We'll get that stirred in. We're also going to add about probably a clove's worth of garlic in the mix. Going to add a little bit of salt, some black pepper, some chili powder, probably about a tablespoon worth, maybe a couple teaspoons, probably enough there. Same amount of cumin. Got to have cumin for chili. There we go. And then the whole reason we're making this dish, we had about 1.5 cups of our home canned tomatoes that wouldn't fill another canning jar. So we decided to make chili. That's about 40 calories of tomatoes. Tasted it for spice. The spice is pretty good, but we like a little heat. So we're going to spice it up with a teaspoon of our jalapeno powder that we made from the freeze dryer. Give it a little bit of heat. All right, we've simmered for about 10 minutes. Our chili's done. And I can eat this whole thing. 400 calories. Actually came out to 340. And this is about 50 calories worth of little mini saltine crackers that we're going to put on the bottom for a little crunch. Good meal. All right, folks, here's another supper. Going to do pulled pork tacos. So we've got our avocado down there for our mufa. 100 calories worth, 110 calorie tortilla. 100 calories worth of pulled pork. So we're at 300. And we're going to go with some garden fresh pico. Just made it out of the garden. Look at that beautiful stuff. Doesn't that look amazing? And then we got some sour cream. 2 tablespoons is only 35 calories. So there's 1, 2. So we're well under our 400 calories. And we have a beautiful supper. You could add lettuce to that if you wanted to. It's going to do hot sauce, but there's jalapenos and pico. Got to try it. All right, folks, lunchtime. We're going to eat lunch on the go in town today. And there's places that you can go and stay within your 400 calories. We're here at Subway. Now, most of your sandwich places do everything fresh, so it's a good place to get a meal. Now, we get a 12-inch flatbread, and we do turkey and pepper jack cheese. You could do provolone, you can do Swiss. And then we use the avocado for the spread. And then we load up on the vegetables with onions, tomatoes, lettuce, some jalapenos are good. Comes out really good. And then we have them cut it in half. We can have this one now. In about 4 hours, we have a second meal. So if we stay on the go, we've got some good grub. Well, that was really good grub. So the other good thing about Subway is they have all of their calorie counts for all their different ingredients listed on the menu for either 12-inch or 6-inch sandwiches. So that's kind of cool. And I think most sandwich places will also, and I know Subway does, they will make a salad out of any sandwich. You don't have to have the bread. So what I like doing is I'll come in and have them put a bed of lettuce. They have bowls that they put it in. And then on the lettuce, I'll have them put their tuna salad. And then I load it up with onions, tomatoes, whatever you want on that salad is fine. And it's really good because the tuna in the salad kind of acts as the dressing. I really enjoy that. Or you can do a salad with, like, they have grilled chicken in here that they put on sandwiches. They can put that on the salad for you with any vegetables you want. Don't go crazy on the dressing because then you're defeating your purpose. If you can go with a vinaigrette, do with that. Otherwise, just go with something either lighter or just not a lot of dressing. Just what you need, or have them put it on the side so you can add just what you need. And you got a really good salad there too. So there you go. Good morning. It's breakfast time. Time for another meal. We're going to do avocado toast this morning, which is one of my favorite go-to breakfasts. So we've got our skillet. We start out with a little bit of everything bagel seasoning here. Just kind of keep it in one spot on the bottom. Got our heat on our pan. Now right on top of this seasoning in the pan, we're going to crack one egg. Kind of let it spread out on there. A little salt and pepper on our egg. Got our egg cooking on very low temp. Now while we're waiting, we've got our beautiful sourdough that Kelly made. We're going to add our avocado slices to that. Using 1/2 of an avocado, which is about 100 calories. Our toast is about 100 calories. And our egg is about 100 calories. Now on top of the avocado, I like to spice it up a little bit. I don't put it on the very top because when you bite into it, you don't want to get your lips too hot with the hot sauce. So I put it underneath on top of my avocado. Now on top of that, we're putting a slice of pepper jack cheese, about 80 calories. And then we have about 20 or so calories of olive oil in the skillet for that egg. We use this spritzer for the skillet just so we have just a little amount in there. Works great. You don't have the aerosol issues with all the weird ingredients in it. All right, we're going to go ahead and flip our egg around. Got the everything bagel seasoning on the bottom. All right, our egg is done. Put our egg right on top of our pepper jack cheese. It's going to melt that cheese down on everything. Yummy. All right, it's lunchtime. Here's another meal here. We've got some of Kelly's homemade hummus on the bottom. Very good. About 70 calories of that. We have about 100 calories of rotisserie chicken. Our tortilla is 110. 70 calories on the pepper jack cheese. The onions, tomato, and bell pepper, pretty much 0 calories on that. Very tasty. So here's lunch today. We're going to start out with some of our olive oil mayo. That's going to be our mufa. And we can do 2 tablespoons of this is 100 calories. And you don't have to get out a tablespoon. Most of us know what 2 tablespoons looks like. And then the next thing we're going to do is, I've got some of this pork rib meat. We're going to make a pulled pork wrap. And remember, on your meats, think of about a deck of cards size portion is about 100 calories. Some of it's going to be a little over, some of it's going to be a little under. Like this is rib meat, so it's going to be probably a little over 100 calories, whereas your chicken breast will be a little under. So it all averages out. We're going to add some of our really good hot sauce on top of our meat here to spice it up. One of the keys to this diet is spice things up, season things up to where it's good. It's more satisfying that way. You get the good flavors. And then the next thing we're going to add is a slice of cheese. That's about 80 calories. So far we got our tortillas, about 110. Mayonnaise is 100. Pulled pork, about 100. And our cheese is about 80. And then we're going to load up on vegetables. I have some of these pre-chopped onions in the refrigerator. Anytime we slice an onion, we'll go ahead and chop up what's left. Keep it on hand in the refrigerator so it's really handy. And then because it's summertime, we're fortunate that we got these homegrown tomatoes. Really set sandwiches and wraps off. We're going to add that whole little tomato like that. Now another secret is mustard. If you like mustard, mustard's like 0 calories. So you can go however you want on the mustard. We're going to put a little bit on there. And that's our pulled pork wrap. Oh, hold on. I forgot. I'll put a little lettuce on there too. Lettuce, onions, any vegetables I don't worry about the calorie count on because it's not enough to worry about. So, doesn't that look good? Alright, it's breakfast. We're doing another breakfast. We've got 100 calories of our pork breakfast sausage that we homemade. And then we put about 50 calories worth of olive oil in there. And then we're going to add onions and jalapeno. We've got 200 calories in eggs. And we got about 50 calories in cheese. So that's our 400 calorie breakfast. We'll bring you back and show you what it looks like. So there's our breakfast scramble. Really tasty, fulfilling meal. We've got our carb balanced tortilla, which is 110 calories. We're going to put a 1/4 cup of pizza sauce on here, which is 40 calories. So with our tortilla and our sauce, we're at 150 calories. We added 80 calories worth of part skim mozzarella cheese, which is 1/3 of a cup. So 150 plus 80 is, let's see, 230 calories. So then we added 10 slices of pepperoni at 10 calories each. That's another 100 calories. So we're at 330 calories. And then we've got 60 calories here worth of olives. So that puts us at our 400 calories or just below. So we've got room for what? 6 and 3 is 9. We got room for 10 more calories. We could add another slice of pepperoni on here if we wanted to. Now we talked about monounsaturated fatty acid. That's what the olives are. MUFAs for short. And you get that from olives, olive oil, nuts, avocados, anything like that that's got the good healthy fat. Now we added some onions. I never count my vegetables because most of your vegetables are pretty much 0 calories other than tomatoes, but you got to add quite a bit of tomato to affect your calorie count. And then we're going to go with a little bit of our basil out of the garden. Give that a little sprinkle. Another key to this diet is go bold on your flavors and your heat and stuff like that. Make it hot, make it spicy, make it something worth eating. So we've already got our oven preheated to 450. We've got a cookie sheet upside down in there that's already hot. We're going to get our little pizza peel here, and we're going to shove that pizza in the oven for about 10 or 15 minutes. I like a little crispy. So in we go. right on our cookie sheet. That's going to give our crust a good head start. All right, looks like our pizza's done. Let's get it out of there. Well, it's officially lunchtime. Let's cut our pizza here. I usually just cut it into 4 slices. And all of that is mine. Now we're going to add some of our good habanero hot sauce. Spice it up a little bit. You could use crushed red pepper, of course. If you like Parmesan, don't put that extra piece of pepperoni on there. Now, it may seem like a headache counting calories, but after a while it's really not, because I make this pizza all the time. I know how much of everything already that I can put on it. I don't have to do the math. So once you get your meals going, it's super easy. Okay, folks, I hope I've shown you how absolutely easy this meal program is that we do. If you haven't seen the original video, our diet journey video, I highly suggest that you watch that, because in that video I include all the tips and the tricks and the hacks and the shortcuts that we do to make this so easy. I also give you the backstory as to why we went on this journey. I will link that video right here at the end of this video, so all you got to do is click on it and you will see that video. I will also link the playlist to our weight loss journey over here in this corner, so you can see everything having to do with our weight loss journey. You can also subscribe to our channel if you're interested in this or any of the other homestead stuff we do. We do canning and homesteading stuff and share lots of heirloom family recipes. If you're interested in the channel, at the end of the video right here, there will be a subscribe button that you can hit. So Kelly's video will probably be out fairly soon. She's almost done with it. So until next time, stay safe, stay healthy. We love you guys. Come back and see us here at Markelly Farm. We'd love to have you.